Okay, so as you can see right now, yeah, we're just currently building the ship. Now, it might be like an abrupt intro to this video, but
Yeah, we are.
whatever.
Yeah,
Say
Be-
hello.
believe me,
We'll just say.
me as the editor of this channel, I have edited so many videos that I could not think of a good intro.
Yeah. So we're just gonna take the lazy approach and not do an intro, but whatever. So
Meh.
yeah, we're just building an polystyle mission,
Yeah.
because, yeah,
I built.
this is Adam's.
Yeah.
This is Adam's craft.
Yeah. I built an Apollo Star mission. I like Apollo Stars. They are quite interesting.
Personally, yeah, they are all kind of interesting, but personally, I prefer, well, I prefer just doing simple missions, since I'm just lazy.
Anyway, as we watch this time lapse unfold, for now we're just kind of working on the planetary transfer stage. Well, not planetary. I guess it's the vacuum stage,
And the mothership.
yeah.
So now so this is the transfer stage, consisting of just a tank and a Rhino engine.
Yeah.
It's just a simple, but it's a simple yet elegant combination.
Honestly, I do quite like the Rhino. The Rhino is quite a nice engine.
Personally, for me, I prefer using the Skipper engine when it comes to mid-stage.
Goodness, we're rambling on about our favorite engines, and here we are. Here I am placing the frickin' boosters.
Oh well, the Mammoth engine serves as a great, serves as a good booster for the first stage. And we're just experimenting with what fins to put on. We went for like these
the small delta
these
wings.
sorts of fins. Yeah, the small wings.
Since they give us quite a good sense of stability. And yes, I know the delta V on this thing is absolutely excessive, but I honestly really like.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
You can never have enough delta V.
Yeah. Now, I'm not one for extremely efficient landings or extremely efficient things. Oh, and here's our launch. So here we go. In I don't know how long. Ah, there we go.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, the crew consists of Jeb, Valentina, and Bill.
Yeah. So now we're just gonna do a fairly standard gravity turn. I've sped up the video because the launch is kind of
boring.
It's kind of boring. You've probably all seen it before, especially if you're here, since most of you have watched Matt Lown.
Or even Scott Manley.
Yeah, Scott Manley as well. So...
He might be one of the few channels which still covers KSP1 in the future. Because the game is probably going to start dying due to KSP2. I mean, right now, the system requirements of KSP2 is not very accessible, though.
Yeah, to be honest, I'ma just stick to KSP1, mostly because, one, KSP2 has a multitude of cracker attacks, and two, I just I can't meet the system requirements. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need quite a beefy gaming PC.
Even though my PC, as of now, is quite beefy, it's not beefy enough. Since according to the
honestly, who honestly would buy? Yeah, it's an RTX 3080. You literally need a 3080, the recommended requirement.
Goodness,
sure, an i5.
The
i5 is.
We're really rambling on, and here we are with our transfer stage. Goodness.
Well, getting to orbit, but oh well. But yeah.
So
yeah, the orbit stage, getting into orbit. You've probably seen this before.
Yeah, pretty standard.
It's not that uncommon.
It isn't much to talk about. But very soon, we will be making a maneuver. Now, during the launch, or even the building process, you may
even pass through the evening, as you can see here.
For goodness sake, I'm trying to say something here.
Sorry. Okay.
As you may have seen in the building time lapse, or even in the launch, there is one big design flaw with this. I have forgotten to add parachutes on the command module. Meaning that
Which means that we might have to make our kerbals land in with a bit of an unorthodox way.
Yeah, kind of like a small James Bond maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now...
So yeah, we're just tweaking the maneuvers that MINMUS is.
I'm just tweaking my inclination. As you may have seen, there was a few Discord messages that just popped up. That was just Sahil's friend. That was literally the one person that I forgot to mute on Discord. So yeah. Anyway, we're just playing around with our MINMUS encounter, trying to get our periapsis as close as possible, so that we can.
Maneuvers tend to be very finicky.
Yeah. So that we can get probably the most efficient circularization burn that we could possibly get. Now I'm just using RCS because without RCS, this thing turns painfully slow. And right now it's just oscillating really weirdly. And yeah, there goes our transfer stage, and here we have our nuclear stage. Now, the nuclear stage has a whole bunch of delta V, which basically allows us to...
One con of nuclear engines is that they're painfully slow.
Yeah. I mean, I do like nuclear engines, but the one thing that I don't like about them is how slow they are. They are just so painfully slow. But meh, I guess that's one little thing that you have to sacrifice for the sake of efficiency. And goodness, we missed our entrance into MINMUS's
It's the SOI.
Yeah.
SOI. I mean, MINMUS looks extremely beautiful with the parallax mod.
Yeah. If you guys are wondering what visual mods I'm using Parallax, Astronomer's Visual Pack, I'm using Planet Shine, I'm also using Distant Object Enhancement, I'm using Environmental Visual Enhancements, and I'm using Scatterer.
Yeah. These mods combined make KSP look very good.
Yeah.
If the eagle-eyed among you might have noticed there's a landing site, that was from a previous attempt.
Since I have attempted this like 5 times, and this is probably the only successful attempt.
Yeah, so we're just gonna land in the greater flats, since, well, any flats really, they're pretty suitable, but in this case we just go for the greater flats.
Yeah, since they're pretty much the closest. Anyway, we've just performed our burn, our landing burn, I'd say. And
yeah, now we begin the descent.
We're approaching the ground. I'm just adjusting our turning point over here, just so that when we take off, we can match our orbit to the one of the mothership. Because, I mean, without being able to rendezvous, this mission is pretty much impossible. And I think
well, it ain't impossible, since your lander stage does have enough delta V.
Yeah,
so even in the event that the mothership has collapsed or something, you can still make it home to Kerbin.
That is true. However, if your lander stage did not have enough delta V, this
wouldn't be very good now, would it?
And anyway, on that note, we've touched down.
And we plant the flag, which is pretty much the staple of every mission.
And here we go. The glory of the Communist Republic of Idiots shall shine. Don't mind me calling that the second attempt. I was just really confused then, I guess. Anyway, we're actually at quite an optimal launch window for this.
Launch window? So yeah.
Anyway, I am going to skip over most of the docking process because it was extremely monotonous, very boring, and yeah, so we crossfade over to when we actually managed to dock with the mothership, and use our RCS to just puff a bit, and,
the Loud Lazy method is pretty foolproof.
Yeah. Of course, it's not trademarked. Matt Lound did say that he wasn't gonna trademark it, because that's kind of...
Why exactly do we need to clarify it anyway?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of viewers here will probably have come from Matt Lown, since... Yeah. Now, yes, we know we are still, well, at least at this moment, a very small channel, and yeah. So,
this is our first upload, even.
Yeah. I don't think many people will actually see us on their recommended page unless they specifically search for KSP videos, since we're a really small channel at the time of recording this. And yeah.
Oh well, right now, unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but Adam's way of getting back to Kerbin is not, well, it's more orthodox than mine.
Yeah, as you will see in in later in the later stages of this video. Anyway, we are now returning to Kerbin. Kerbin looms into view.
And error braking maneuvers really help out.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a basic arrow break that should get us completely landed. And anyway, this is where the lack of parachutes will come into play, because
well, not the first arrow braking maneuver.
Yeah, and here we will begin to get the roasty toasty. Roasty toasty. You kerbals look slightly cold. Do you need some warming up? Anyway, we have just attached our rocket, well, our mothership, and we're just taking.
We're just having a look inside.
Those faces scream, "Please help me!"
Help. Yeah.
Anyway, now we're performing the James Bond maneuvers on every single one of these kerbals, and yeah, we're basically just gonna do a mini rendezvous between all of them, since.
Apart from one.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. We might put an epilepsy warning in the description, just because we don't want anyone to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, now that we've deployed our parachutes, we will perform the rendezvous on everyone apart from Valentina Kerman until the last moment. We ain't no simps.
She can get there by herself.
Anyway, here she is, looking like my grandmother, and now
with her grandmother or haircut.
We need to, yeah, and she's.
Do a slight orthopedic adjustment.
Yep, on every single one of these kerbals, since, yeah, and
yeah, they might get side effects might include neck pain.
Yes.
But yeah, that concludes the mission.
That should conclude the mission, and now we're just gonna recover Jebediah and Bill. However, Valentina, I'm pretty sure she can wait, since she is a strong woman.
Yeah.
She is a very strong woman.
So as of right now, we do not have recovering vessels. We don't have enough recovering vessels, so we had to buy some.
Anyway, after 1 year, we have recovered her. I guess.
Yeah, the delivery time on that recovering vessel took a long time.
Yeah, now she's just trying to find the recovery vessel, stumbling as she walks because she is clearly drunk, and she's probably she's probably made some potato vodka while she was here. Anyway, we have just recovered her, and that should conclude our mission. So, anyways, over to.
My design is pretty simple, though. I mean, it's just based off Matt Lowndes' design.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sahil, he doesn't really like to make he doesn't make rockets with too much delta V. He just gives them enough delta V to get there and back. He doesn't
overcomplicate the rocket.
Yeah, he doesn't overcomplicate the rocket. That's only something that I do and possibly some other people.
Yeah, so I'm just adding side boosters. It's a very simple rocket.
Yeah, he's
just spins.
He's just
using staging.
Just the normal rocket parts. So this time lapse is actually quite quick.
Short.
It's quite short.
Adding a decent amount of electric charge.
And he's just using a utility mod called Where Can I Go to show him where he can go. And anyway, here we have the launch.
Yeah, so it's a very simple launch anyway.
The rocket is slightly wobbly. However,
I mean, yeah, I don't really know why it does that.
You should probably add struts.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to have access to struts in the very early game.
Anyway,
so I'm just beginning to work on getting into orbit.
The apoapsis is quite high already. And so now Sahil is gonna get into orbit. Because
yeah, something happened. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is a slightly weird orbit. I entered the atmosphere in the middle.
Yeah, I think we've all realized that. Anyway, just setting MINMUS as the target.
Working on a maneuver. And now, just toying around with it.
This is the second attempt at this mission from Sahil. Basically what happened was in the first iteration of this footage, he actually got a MINMUS encounter extremely easily.
Yeah, however, the second time I did get it easily.
However, the second time he had to play around with the maneuver slightly more.
So yeah, now I just execute the maneuver.
However, thankfully, he is not in the atmosphere anymore. And we're just gonna get a nice MINMUS encounter. Get nice and close.
As close as I can, at least.
Yeah. Sahil's just gonna walk over to the... Nah, he didn't make a maneuver. And he's just gonna do a quick polar orbit around MINMUS. Thing is, I don't usually do polar orbits. I'm pretty sure it's only a few people. Well, I mean, don't cancel me if I'm wrong, but I know very few people that get into polar orbits frequently.
So yeah, I'm just trying to like fix my orbit so that I don't crash into the mountain.
Yeah,
I create a quick save just in case if bad things happen, and we get this nice flyby.
However, bad things did happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get my rocket so that I can, that little jolt kind of just made me so I can land in a better spot.
Yeah, just a quick spot of advice to you, Sahil. When you're doing a suicide burn, don't keep the throttle that low. Just go full throttle. Now, Sahil's staging window did actually break here quite a lot.
Yeah.
And by
so I couldn't see what...
he couldn't actually see any of his Delta V or anything. Anyway, now we've got...
I just do a bit of science.
We've got Jeb,
even though it does nothing.
Since this is a sandbox playthrough. And Jeb is now going to place down a flag.
Plant the flag.
The glorious flag. And, the wonderful
description.
sign. Yeah. Anyway, just toying around with some of his volume, and here we go. Getting back into the command pod. Now, Sahil, do you not know how to dock?
Nah, I don't know. That's a confession. I just escaped MINMUS since I'm not bothered to get to MINMUS orbit.
I mean,
but now
for me, it was quite essential since, I mean, I was doing a rendezvous. Anyway, now we get into
what I like to call the scary drop into Kerbin.
Yes.
So we burn retrograde all the way
until the orbit is a straight line, just like that.
Yeah, and you're moving at 0.2 meters per second.
Anyway, once we actually start falling towards Kerbin,
I was moving so slowly that SAS just disabled.
And here comes Kerbin, eerily looming into view. And this first attempt at getting a Kerbin landing did not go as planned. And of course, Sahil didn't.
Yeah, I exhaust the remaining Delta V so that I can hopefully get a safer sort of thing, you know.
Now, Sahil, he didn't actually make a quick save before entering Kerbin.
Yeah, kind of dumb.
Which honestly was kind of a bad decision, since as you may see, this wasn't going to plan at all.
This did not go to plan at all.
And
I thought it'd survive, but then yeah.
Anyway, I just edited it so that we crossfaded back to when he was actually at Kerbin. This time he's doing an aero brake because instead of the scary drop to Kerbin. Now, Sahil here, he isn't going really for looks, he's going for performance. And therefore he has turned off aerodynamic effects. So, yeah, he's just performed a quick James Bond maneuver, I'd say. And here we have the parachute. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. We worked hard on it, and have a great day!
Yes, and yeah, you're amazing.